Alrighty then, welcome back everybody, welcome back. So I did some work in the background when I was drawing, and I figured out that I needed to fix some bits here and there, and hopefully get them done by doing that. So no further ado, let's get started and hopefully get towards where I want to be with this, which should be easy. So first things first, we're going to erase this bit. And we're going to be adding in a nice there we go. Now we're going to be fixing this bit up. There we go. Now we've done that, we should gain a very stable workaround. Let's see, now we're going to be fixing this bit. First things first, adding in the light color and the medium color, and then the rest. That part. Then I need to make sure that I have this bit fixed up. There we go, and now we can actually erase the last bit of it all. There we go, and now we can actually move back to where I want to be with this. So now we're going to be aiming to get the darker color in. Right. There we go. Now we've done that. Now we actually have a better tombstone, so that's good. That means that we don't need this one anymore. Now we need to just get that bit up and running again. Yep. Easy. Why is this still transparent? What the fuck? I want to have this not transparent. How about... yeah. Alright, there's a layer issue. I hate when that happens. There we go. Now we need to just get, let's see, yeah, now we need to just get this bit done. Okay, what the fuck? Measure the layer below. There you go. Alright, somehow it had a transparency issue. I don't know what caused it, but it's now gone. So that's good. Now we're going to be just grabbing this bit and then we should be good. And then I can start filling up the things that I need to fill up. All right, so now the tombstones are correctly sized. Now I need to add some more stuff to it so that I don't screw things over. Which is going to be above this, and then of course adding into a group because, well, it needs to be above it, but it also needs to be with the group itself. Which is going to be like, grass is green and, something like that. So I think maybe like something like this, and then go here with some more grass. Yes, all right. That looks good. Time to make it happen. All right, first things first, we need to make sure that we have the drawn line there. Easy. Then we're gonna go here and deal with that part. And then we're gonna go here and aim to make that. It's time to go and add in that color. And see if once I add that color in, if it actually works how I want it to be happening. And when that is the case, I need to add then the rock formation afterwards again. it almost did happen properly. Almost. That's too aggressive. There you go. That's the one I'm looking for. All right. Now we're going to be adding in the grass probably. So first we're going to be looking for green. Like so. Don't want to get any stupid green in there. Right. And then we're going to be adding in a darker color. There we go. Easy. Now that we're done with that, we now actually have the tombstones done. Now I can actually add in the guy in the background, and then we're gonna add in the pebbles again on the other side with the pumpkins. So we have the pumpkins, we have the pumpkin issue here, then we have the pebbles here, and then of course we're gonna need to add that in there. So let's get that guy in because that is indeed that's an important piece. So let me just grab this and start drawing it. Alright, now I have done that. I have done that. Yes. Now let's give our ominous stranger a lovely little tone to it. Therefore, we're gonna go for green, because that's how the green works on this thing, so let's do that. Alright. Why is everything out of whack? That is strange. I'm gonna be saving this and then hopefully get towards how I can fix this. Alright, hold up. I'm gonna be restarting this just in case. Because that is indeed out of whack, and I don't like it when things are out of whack. Because normally the layers should not, overlap like that. If I want to draw something in the background, I will draw something in the background. And then if I don't want to draw something in the foreground, I will draw something in the foreground. Oh, it's not in the foreground or in the background. Wait, hold up. Some bits of this are in the foreground and some bits of this need to be in the background. I could technically copy this layer and then place one above it and one underneath it. Or I could just draw the line work again. Then it should work. All right. Now if I draw the color I need, which is the grass color, I should get what I want, right? Yep. There we go. Nice. And then we're gonna go for darker color. And this one requires reddish effects, so we're gonna go for the red. All right, now we're gonna go for the metal, which I don't have the coloration for it, so we'll pick it up from the old one. Thumbnails of Pain, and then we're gonna go for the one that I'm looking for. Yes, it is a little bit outdated, but then again, I can use it quite easily. There we go. And then we're going to go over here. Easy. Now we're going to go aiming for that one thing that I made, and then that should work. Like that. There we go. Let's see that, and then lags that. Yeah, so that's not gonna happen. All right. Now we need to go back here and draw. So we need to draw rocks again. Oh boy. There you go. That's the one part done. Then we're gonna be making sure that this bit is mirrored. So if I draw it over here, it should work, right? There we go. Now we have, oh boy. Mouse. Come on, mouse. Give me back. Give me back things that I want. All right. There we go. So now we have that, which means we now need to add more stuff to it. So rock there, rock there, rock there, rock there. So what we're going to be doing here is just adding in more stuff, and then that will give us the amount of rock that we can use. There we go. And now we're going to be designing it. There we go. Jesus. This is gonna be one of the hardest things to do. Not gonna lie. Drawing the rocks necessary to create it, it's a hassle. There you go. There you go. Okay, and then this is the last bit. All right, then we're gonna go here and deal with the coloring on the one side and then the other side as well. So first things first, draw in the color. Ah, I forgot something. Cannot forget that part. Then we're gonna be aiming to go for the lighter effect. Well, first for the darker effect and then go for the lighter. It is smarter to do that way. I see. I made some mistakes here. But I'll get it done. There we go. And then we're gonna go here. Yeah. Okay, that's the first bit. Now trying to fix that last bit that I needed to fix, so let's do that. Alright, now that I've done that, I need to now make sure that I have the other bit done, which is the coloring again. Which means I need to now draw in the lighter color. That bit, and then that should then give me the access towards And then we're gonna go for the darker color. All right, now that we've done that, now we're going to be aiming to go for the darker color. So now we need to make sure that we have something that darkens up the bits. I'm going to be doing this, and then I'm going to be adding that into it. This bit. No. Let's see. This bit needs to be dark. That bit not. This bit needs to be dark. And here needs to be one more dark. 2 even if necessary. Then we're going to be adding in the color again, the lighter color. Then erase the bottom part of it all. There you go. So now we have that done. Now we're going to be adding in the grass. After all, it's just background grass. Shouldn't be that problematic, but I need to do it anyway. All right, now we're going to be adding in the lighter color. And then we're going to add in the darker color afterwards. There we go. Now we have the background, we have the foreground fully completed. So now the only thing that we now need to do is actually adding in the background, you know, the big giant elevated skyscrapers, and then we should be good, because then we can add in the confetti, or, you know, the candy, and only the letters. So yeah, and that went pretty well. And that within the time limit of 50 minutes, so that's pretty good. It helped that I actually completed the design, well, finalized the design of the tombstones properly. All right, I hope you'll enjoy it for now. Oh, and I spotted a mistake. We should fix that. Yeah. All right. There we go. All right. I want to wish you a lovely day for today, and thanks for watching. I will see you next time. And then next time we're gonna be fixing up the background, so that first fix up the foreground letters, and then get the background, because the background is actually the last part you need to do. All right. I hope you all enjoyed for now, and thanks for watching. I will see you next time. Until then, bye.